name is Patrick Concon. I'm 33 years old. I'm first generation American. Two beautiful kids, Ethan and my eldest daughter is Tatiana.
Okay.
And my wife's name is Karita.
Korea.
And she's not from the Philippines, she's from Belize. I came here when I was about 10 years old.
10, and that was like elementary school?
That was about, yeah, right about there. Like
Okay.
5th grade or 6th grade.
Okay.
First, we came here in California, Los Angeles, and then we flew out to Chicago, living there for a short time due to the weather. Like, when we came here, it was during winter time.
Yeah.
So when we got to Chicago, it was like already starting to snow.
Yeah.
So it was like a big shock for our family to live there for about a couple months. My parents was there. They worked different jobs they've never held before. So when the snow came, they had to shovel snow and scrape ice off the cars and all that stuff. It was unfortunate, and then they didn't like the weather, so we ended up moving here in California, back to California, LA, specifically to just because the weather matches to what it is in the Philippines. It's nice, there's no snow or anything. So, yep. Struggle. First time I went to school here, my first struggle was the language.
Yeah.
Things that you need to know. One funny experience I had when I first came to America is back in Chicago. Actually, when we first came over here, there was twin boys, Caucasian, obviously, and then they started asking me questions, and one of those questions was like, what state are we on, and what city are we on? So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, state, city, okay, I got this. So they asked me, what state are you in? And then I said Chicago, and then when they asked me again, what city are you in? I said Illinois, and I was like, I think I might not got that right. It's what I've seen when moving here to the United States, is that they expect me to work hard and stay in school. So all the expectations I think carried over. In the Philippines, you don't really work. I think they support you to go to school. So in the Philippines, if you were in the Philippines, you would have to go to school first and then work. Unlike here in the United States, it's totally different, because here you have the opportunity to work while in school. So it's the same expectation, but just different, being there and here. Tradition to me, wasn't that important. Growing up here, especially as a Filipino-American, as what I consider to be what happened as I transitioned, my life here. The Filipino culture to me wasn't that much of importance. It was more of, as an American person, we just, as long as you're happy, everybody tells you that. Nowadays, as long as you're happy, you just live your life like that, and that's just how it is. They weren't really that strict about it. They thought it was just puppy love, is what we call here. When I first met. As soon as I told them that I was going to get engaged to her, I think that's where the shock went, because they, it's to them. I don't think my parents, it was all about marrying a Filipino or somebody else. To them, it was just marrying, within the Catholic belief. So, when I met Karita, they used to be Catholic, but they also converted over to Christianity. So obviously, that was one of their, disregard of, like, I don't think this is a good idea. Goals that I've accomplished. I think, one of the things that I mentioned earlier is that education, right? That was one hurdle that I had to, to go over. I think education is important. The hurdle that I wanted to have is, be married, be happily married, and I am today. And then having kids, obviously having two beautiful kids also is another big thing. And, right now, the other hurdle I gotta take is, my entrepreneurial business, and hopefully that, that will succeed. And it's another hurdle to tackle, and maybe climb over that mountain and just, shout that, I'm very successful at that point. So right now I work for a big company, but on the side I call myself an entrepreneur, starting a small business called Behole in the Wall, just selling Filipino food, just to, you know, show the pride out there that, you know, I am a Filipino-American. There's some still Filipino in me, and to show people what Filipino is all about, especially to those who've never had Filipino food. Filipino-American, because I was so young coming here, I think there was a big change on my part. You know, again, I was so young that I didn't know what, you know, being a Filipino was, or, you know, I might have known it at home, but in my mindset was, I want to be an American. I want to fit into the culture here in the United States, because I know, you know, this is home now. You know, it's I have to change my life, and I have to adapt to the environment here in the U.S. Yeah, growing up, it was just, I want to be an American. www.beholeinthewall. We do catering, any kinds of events, birthdays. You know, we haven't done weddings yet, but hopefully we will. But there's big events that we've done. We like to do Hawaiian events out there. Again, you know, the website is www.behold.